Guys, this night have successfully attracted Vatican to this Ifeanyi issue, and they may end up immortalizing him.
Afkumeva Pololi St. Peter, the key. Namdi Ozagasi Akbogasili. Man, Ifeanyi always ya onye nkuzi. No man ko to navy. Dosi kwone dosi ku ibe nna m ukwu. Biko ayokwange. Bulu bi ocha ka anyị Ifeanyi ugwulolia. Ekene.
You need to watch this video to the end and get the full gist. You're welcome back again on this platform where we tell you undiluted truth. I don't want to continue on this line of narrative about what happened during the Assumpta Cathedral dedication at Nnewi. But the climax of it that had taken the center stage is Akacham.
Akacham. Jalu. Akacham. Ifeanyi ndo. More can go this weekend do kwai no ya. More can go be fine this weekend do kwai. Did you hear that? Ifeanyi ndo. Akacham, my last day as a Christian.
Now, many people will be wondering, what is Akacham? Akacham now represents a protest by a knight who believed strongly that Ifeanyi was not properly given the recognition he deserves, owing to the fact the contributions he made towards the building of that cathedral. But I must make this statement and ask you who is supporting and say, after all, Ifeanyi was recognized.
My predecessor started this cathedral, I continued. And a good number of the faithful, including the late Senator Ubah, also contributed.
If you had made contribution to somebody's life, maybe pay for somebody's house, hostel, school fees, and take a lot of expenses, heavy expenses on that person, and the only response you get from that person through text message is thanks, how will you feel? Because this is hypocrisy in display by the church, especially from the bishop. Because some of you will think, church is infallible, the priests are infallible. Okay, I just want to keep it at that. And some of you are saying, oh, the knight, why would he be saying that in such a manner? Oh God, if the man did not put it up in this manner dramatically, I tell you, Vatican may not even sneeze. But today I heard that something is already being done. But we're going to sit back and wait to see what would be done, whether they are going to, I don't know what thing they give to people, whether making him a saint or whatever, who have contributed to the church. I don't know. But I believe they will even put a statue of him in the church as part of immortalizing his good deed to the church. Mind you.
I'm not doing this as a content, but I feel that this is the best way this could get to you even faster. And also get few of our people that are probably thinking like me. Makakandilo nyabo okwani. Afkumeva Pololi St. Peter. The key. Amazing no key, you no key, automatic key uji. Namdi Ozagasi Akbogasili. But Oguna ncho ka a little bit logical. Ekwumu na ife niile akpọla ebe ahụ. Ọ na akwụkwọ nsọ ka egota makafa. Anyị na fa afọ ho ayamo ka asi me. We are believing ife agwala with okwukwe. Mana Ifeanyi ụba onwe ezi akwa onye nkuzi. No man ko to Nnewi. Ayemo maka osime. Omugode bụ ometahe mana onye ọbụla ma Ifeanyi na ndị lụrụ nso mana onwe orifo mere adọghọ mma na ife ọma o mere anyị chọrọ iji aka iwe eye abụghị na Chukwu ya ewe ife ọma nwere wee kweke ka nke adọghọ mma o mere Ma na Chike kwesịrị ịdọlụ nụ. Mgbe na-ayọ nụ. Ebe afụ bụ ebe akpụrụ ya nụ. A na-akwado ụbọchị ahụ ka emeziela ya announcement na Cathedral ahụ bụzi St. Patrick's Cathedral Nnewi. Ifo ya ozi maka na afụgo m ndị megasịrị ụdị ife ahụ na nke level ha na parish level. Fere ka St. Cletus Otolo nwere afọ na-azọ before nnukwu nwanne anyị nwoke bụ Ibeto Louis Nkandeli na Ubah chọrọ ịkwanyeziri nya ahụ bụ Ibeto bụrụ iri na-eme after his patron saint. After Oju mmiri Chukwu Oji aza Cletus Oluzie St. Cletus. The same thing n'Uruago nke Louis Onwugbenu Oluzie St. Louis. Not St. Louis Kata or St. Onwugbenu or Louis. Patron saint on Eji Afe we me baptism Olaze Asafa. So obuzikwe no ka ichere na 14th na that news will fly. Or no ya fly dosi kwa ne dosi ku ibe so that kanya will legacy happen enwu ncha ka ndodo ka odo ha marakwana na onye gbacha mbọ n'ụka na ya eme nlofu for whatsoever reason. In fact, I went to Ozobolo nke Jerome Udoji nche no na akpolo Jerome Udoji n'ime unu ka olu nluo no n'ime ka enili enyi. How do you have us to see? Nna m ukwu biko ayọkwa nge bulu obi ọcha ka anyị Ifeanyi ugwurulia ekene.
Now, let us now flip the page to other things that happened. I recognized, I observed that the father of the day for that event was Ibeto. Chief Cletus Ibeto is a well-known philanthropist, successful business billionaire from Nnewi. Everybody knows him and his good works. Fine. But why would he be named the royal father of the day and not the Igwe of Nnewi, who is also present live in that dedication? That is a question everybody should answer ourselves. If the church is not hypocritical and not glorifying who get money. You know, I asked the question because a lot of people will not be angry at this point. Many of you are already switching. No problem, but this truth must be said. If Ifeanyi were to be alive as he wished while he was doing that work for the church, not for the society.
Easy. I na alụ ọlụ mgbe ọbụla kama na ife na alụ ụfọdụ aha afụ ya ụfọdụ ugwu ka alụọ ka eme ka ọ dị mma so mana Chineke nna na-eme amara before by the grace of God before awabara aha ọzọ Chineke na-emela anyị amara na Katija na mma aka ụka ebe ahụ by the grace of God.
For the church, if Ifeanyi were to be alive, would he be recognized in the manner they did on that dedication day? Or no, when I say I have made my own position very clear with respect to constructing gigantic cathedral in a country, in a society where people construct large cathedrals without schools or minimal schools, without enough farmland to cultivate, without hospitals, without human capital development centers, without pure economic institutions to empower the people, they will end up being a praying society or country. Going to the countries that don't pray, but they are working and improving on the lives of their people. It should be made a crime for a public servant in the position of political office to be donating to church. It should be made a crime because that is not his responsibility. I love Ifeanyi for what he did, but I will not sanction it as something that should be encouraged. And it is still happening among various political leaders as we speak. Because through this, they have been silenced to speak against bad governance in Nigeria. And that is where GGM stands. I don't know your opinion, but this is my take. I just hope this will be the last I'll be talking on this issue. The facts are out there. You can argue with yourselves. I've said that truth that will set us free. My title, Kende Madabo, Monoga. My name is Asu Peters, the voice in the wilderness, preaching the gospel of good governance to free the people from the bondage of bad governance in our society. I'm signing out. Bye-bye for now.